Hey, online crew, let me bring you up to speed with the changes that have come into play regarding Facebook Live. So occasionally I just like to update you on the things that I hear and see regarding building our businesses online. And I know a lot of you do live videos. So I just want to make sure you're up to speed with the changes. Honestly, this won't affect majority of you, but it's probably just good to know what the changes actually are and if they're going to affect anybody around you, or if you've got team members that want to go live and they can't, maybe this might be an answer as to why. So just filling you in with the details. So hello to everybody watching from my business page, my group, Instagram, YouTube. This may not be relevant depending on what platform you're on, but live video is one of the things. Obviously, I do it a lot. I'm doing it now. You can do lives in groups, on pages, on profiles, on Instagram. What I'm talking about today on Instagram, it doesn't affect going live on Instagram. This is a Facebook thing, but like to keep you guys in the loop as well. Are you going live? Just share with me, yes, going live. No, haven't gone live for ages. Too scared to go live. Don't want to go live. Like, I'd love to know sort of where you sit regarding live video. Live video is one of those things where people tend to do it for a little bit and then they drop off and then they find it really hard to get back on doing live videos. But it's one of the best things that you can do for your business in whatever sort of platform that you're on and whatever form that looks like, because there's no faster way to get people to know, like, and trust you than when they see you, hear you, and get a vibe for your emotion, your empathy, your knowledge, your skills, what you do, how you help people, who you're talking to. Live video is one of the fastest ways to do that. So even though we've got obviously a huge opportunity with things like Reels and TikTok, because they go way outside your current audience. So that's probably a priority these days, is doing things like Reels and TikToks. I wouldn't necessarily say don't ever do live videos because of the opportunity in Reels and TikToks. The difference is, and the reason why a lot of people will gravitate to Reels and TikTok, and it does give somebody the opportunity to come out of nowhere and have great success in their business, or they have no influence and have success in their business, or go way outside their warm market and have success in their business. Like, there's nothing like Reels and TikTok to do that, given. Live video, when you go live, like the live that I'm doing now, so I'm live in a number of places. I'm live on my business page, in my free group, on Instagram, on YouTube. The way those algorithms work is that this live will only get sent to a small percentage of the people that are following me. So there is no question that if you are looking for, something to focus on with building your business, it's really in Reels and TikTok. Okay. So, but in saying that, there's probably a lot of you that have been around me for a while that you feel like you probably know me quite well. And the only way that you would know that is through me going live, correct? So if you're going to have any kind of professional presence regarding your business, sharing value, education around what it is that you do and how you help people, then lives is still something that you should bring into the mix. Now, some people have varying degrees of, what do we call it, issues with going live, with I'm not an expert, I haven't had much success yet, who's going to listen to me? What if Aunt Sally watches my video? What are they going to think? There are a lot of people that hold themselves back from going live because you're worried about all those things. You got fears around, what it is that you're going to look like, or what you're going to say, or you don't feel like you're good enough, or professional enough, or skilled enough, or successful enough, or good looking enough, or whatever it is. So you hold yourself back. You got to get over that kind of stuff, because there is enough people. And if you really think abundantly, if you think about the opportunities that the internet and social media can give you, there's people waiting for you and you're not showing up enough. There's people that are waiting for your message. There's people that will gravitate to you and not me, and vice versa. There is enough people online around the world for everyone to have an amazing audience. But if you don't show up and you don't share your message and you don't give value, how the hell are they ever going to find you to buy anything off you or join you in your team? So think about all those kind of things. That's not really what this video is about. What this video about is the new restrictions. So let me get onto that. The new restrictions, which obviously they've been playing around for a while, because we have had somebody in this community, Christina, who just could go live and then suddenly couldn't, and we could not work it out. Here's now the reason that explains that. So they must have been testing it in the previous months, and now it's a thing. On a page, so a business page, or the professional mode of a Facebook profile. So there's two types of modes on a personal profile. One is just the one that you've always known, or you can switch to the professional mode. The professional mode I would recommend if you're building a business on social media to switch over to, because you get insights, you can schedule posts in advance. It just gives you so many things that you can't do just on a normal personal profile. If you've got the ability to do it, you can even advertise from the professional mode on a personal profile. Not everybody has the ability to do that, but some people can. So the professional mode on a personal profile is where you need to be. The restriction with Facebook Live is mainly for people that are newer. So if you've been around the block for a while, you've gone live before, this probably won't affect you. If you start a brand new business page, this will affect you on Facebook. If you start, because you can actually, like in years gone by, it was actually really wrong against Facebook policies to have more than one personal profile. You just couldn't do it. People were getting shut down for it. Now it's okay. They even actually encourage you, do you want to create a new profile? It's like, why would I want to double my work? Why would I want to create another profile? But some people do it for business reasons. They might have the personal profile on the old format, and then they actually create a brand new personal profile on professional mode, specifically kind of to build their business. So if that's relevant to any of you, here's the restrictions with either a page that's new or the professional mode of a personal profile that's probably kind of new. The account, like the page or the professional mode of the personal profile, has to be around for a minimum, just let me check my details, of 60 days. So if any of you or anyone you know creates a brand new business page and then goes to go live and they can't, that's why. It's brand new. You have to be around for a minimum of 60 days before they'll give you the live option. The other thing is, on either one of those, like a brand new page or a brand new sort of professional mode on a personal profile on Facebook, you have to have a minimum of 100 followers. So even if somebody, let's say, this would probably be unusual, like roughly, how many followers do you have on Facebook? Any one of you? Like, do you know the number roughly? 200, 500, 1,000, 400? Like, do you know roughly how many people are following you on Facebook that you're connected to, that you're friends with? There's occasionally somebody that comes into this business and wants to build through their personal profile. But they've never really concentrated on social media before and have a really low network. If their network is lower than 100 people on their personal profile, they won't be able to go live. So just know, if you're nurturing anybody in your team that either has a brand new business page or a personal profile on the professional mode, but they have under 100 followers, or it's a new account that hasn't been around for more than 60 days, they will not be able to go live. So this is a thing. This is a thing now, as of June 10th. This is across the board now. So as I mentioned before, I don't think it will actually affect majority of you. Probably the message, if you've been around for a while and that doesn't affect you, my question to you would be, are you actually going live at all? You do have the ability to go live. It's free to go live. There's no faster way to connect with people than going live. I've done live videos in my business since I started. What I've been live here maybe 5 years or so. I've always gone live. I started with 1 live, then went 2 lives a week, then went to 3 lives a week, then went to 5 lives a week, then went back to 4 lives a week, and then went back to 3 lives a week, which is my normal unless I'm traveling now. And I give good value. I share things with you guys. I update you. I teach you things. I share things about my life with you. Like, people think it's just a faster way to get to know, like, and trust people on social media. Would you agree? So I would encourage those of you that this doesn't affect, that you haven't gone live for a while, it's on the back burner, go live in your stories to start with. If you're a little bit shy with going live like I'm going live, so I'm live on Instagram, obviously all the other places that I mentioned, I would encourage you to talk to your camera in your stories. So, just talk. Share more of you. Share more of your life. Share more of what you're doing. This is how we build know, like, and trust a lot quicker, because a lot of people hide behind social media with posting, crafted content, shared content. It's all manufactured type content. So wherever you can, then nothing beats go live. I would go live any day over a pre-recorded video. And the reason for that is, can anybody relate to this? You're too much of a perfectionist. So when you record something, you're never happy with it. It's like, no, I'll record that again. When I'm doing a pre-recorded video for a training or something, it takes me 5 times as long as if I go live, because when I'm live, I can't change what I'm saying. I've just said what I've said and I can't take it back. And you just do it, you get it done, and you move on with your day. When I pre-record something, I'll record something, go, I probably could have said that better. I mixed up my words there. Or I said and a lot, like I'll re-record it again without all my ums and ahs. Like, we become perfectionists when we pre-record. And there are some people that say to me, I just couldn't ever go live, but I'll pre-record it and post it. You're wasting a lot of time. People resonate with your mess more than they resonate with your perfection. There is a very good reason why reality TV is so popular around the world. It's just because people are just going with it, saying whatever's going to come out of their mouth is going to come out of their mouth. I mean, there is a certain guidance and stuff that comes with reality TV. They're often told what they should do and shouldn't do and say and all the rest of it. But you know what I mean. The more you can show up live, the better. Okay, let's check in on some. Oh, awesome! Going live on TikTok as well, Liz. That's amazing. Hey, Debbie, thanks for sharing. I appreciate that. So 4,600. So is that your personal profile, Liz, or is that another platform? 2K, 380, 26. Need to go through my followers. How many lives per week do you recommend? Well, that's a really good question, Liz. So Liz has just asked, how many lives per week do you recommend? It really depends on a number of things as to how often you would go live. Where are you going live? What purpose are you going live? What's the intention of going live? What's the size of the audience? How long are you going live? Like, there's a lot of questions to ask around, that question of how many lives per week. I always say to people, and any, people that have gone through my previous video challenges, I've run video challenges for years. After that, so people do really well for a week or 2 or 21 days or 30 days or 7 days, however long I do the challenge for, and then they just stop. So if you've got a really busy lifestyle, you struggle with sort of going live for whatever reason that is, I would recommend somebody go live minimum once a week, and you kind of label it. You pick a date, you pick a time, and you show up and you keep the consistency. Because if you don't label it and you don't call it anything and you don't pick a day and you don't pick a time, you won't do it. You just won't. You'll just Oh, I haven't prepared for that live video. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Um, oh, that didn't get done again. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh man, I didn't get that done again. I'll start next week. I'll start on Monday. I'll do it Monday. And then Monday rolls around and something else gets in the way, life gets in the way, and you haven't done it again. So choose, like, is it a Monday? Is it a Tuesday? Is it a Thursday? Is it a Sunday night? Is it, what is it for you? And label it, call it something. It's like my Wednesday wisdom video. That gives you scope. It could be personal, it could be business, it could be a hobby, it could be anything. People don't know necessarily, but it depends. If you are branded somewhere, so you're on TikTok, you'd go live about that topic. If you're on Instagram, you'd go live on however you've branded yourself on Instagram. Like, I wouldn't be randomly going live on Instagram or randomly going live on TikTok. They're very much niche down, know who you serve, what problems you solve, and go live for the most part about that. Facebook, if you're on a personal profile, there's a little bit more scope to have a chat, to share an interest, just to go live about whatever. But wherever you can go live, the more often you can go live, the faster people will get to know, like, and trust you, and you'll speed up the results in your business. Just trust me on that one. It just, the quicker you can speed up cold market to know, like, and trust, the quicker your business will grow. So, but I wouldn't overdo it. Like, I wouldn't go from nothing to, going live 5 days a week, because although TikTok you can. So it's a really loaded question, Liz, because I could take that in in many different directions depending on what platform you're on. Something like TikTok, you could go live every day because it's going to a different audience every day. When you go live on Instagram or Facebook, it's going to a small percentage of the people that are already following you. So it's a completely different way to sort of look at it, if that makes sense. Liz, but TikTok, I'd go live every day if you could. Facebook, minimum, go live once a week and label it my Wednesday wisdom video. So then on Monday, you're going to, don't forget to catch me live on Wednesday. And then on Thursday and Friday, did you catch my live on Wednesday? It was great. I talked about this and that, and you just milk it, but you're only going live 1 day a week. So you've got time to prepare for the content. You've got time to promote it beforehand. You've got time to promote it afterwards, and you make it all about this one live. So you go live once, but you give it as much traction as you possibly can. If you can go live more often than that, fantastic. But don't just go live for the sake of going live. What are you going live for? Are you giving value, or are you just talking crap? Like, work out what platform you're on, what reason you're going live, what are you talking about, how long you're going live for. If people aren't used to you going live, don't talk for 30 minutes to an hour, because you'll just lose everybody. But don't talk for just 2 minutes, because the algorithm hasn't got enough time to do anything with it. So kind of somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes is probably the sweet spot if you're just kind of getting started with a routine of lives. And trust me, I could go on a whole different tangent about just talking about live videos and the best way to sort of execute and plan for them and whatever. But yeah, that's a whole different topic. So I hope that just gives you some things to consider. Okay. So I hope that's helpful, just to raise some awareness about what's new with live video. So make sure you join me same time tomorrow. I've got some guests joining me tomorrow with a special live video. So make sure you join me same time, same place tomorrow. Catch you then. Bye.